Manchester Derby. Manchester rivals United and City face off for the fourth time this season, with Pep Guardiola's City making the short trip to Old Trafford on Sunday. Manchester United have beaten City twice already this season, and both times as the underdogs. They will go into this match as the outsiders, but can they get their first win against City this season in front of their own fans? The race for a Champions League finish is well and truly underway, with 5 sides vying for the 4th spot. Manchester United have put a good run together and are unbeaten in 4 league games. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now finds his side in 5th, only 3 points behind Chelsea in 4th. If Frank Lampard's side is beaten by Everton in the early kickoff, United could leapfrog them with a win due to superior goal difference. Manchester City picked up their first silverware of the season by lifting the Carabao Cup on Sunday. They came out eventual winners against Aston Villa with a less than convincing 2-1 victory. City was not at their best, but as with all great teams, they found a way to win. Pep's side has lost 6 league games this season, which is the same number of the last 2 seasons combined, 4. They aren't at the same level they have been for the last couple of seasons, but the bar was exceptionally high. They are the league's top scorers, and they will expect to get a result on Sunday. United fans are buzzing about Bruno Fernandes. The former Sporting Lisbon captain has come and changed their fortunes by contributing 2 goals and 2 assists in the league. The Red Devils had been missing Paul Pogba due to injury, but since the arrival of Bruno, some fans are saying Pogba who? Rightly so, he runs the game with ease and looks 2 or 3 levels above every player at United. The Red Devils will be heading in the right direction with both Pogba and Bruno in the heart of the team. Pogba has been seen at Carrington continuing his rehabilitation, and Solskjaer will be hopeful he can have the World Cup winner back to full fitness for the business end of the campaign. Pogba is touch and go, but Marcus Rashford will definitely miss this match. Anthony Martial, Odion Ilo and Mason Greenwood are the strikers available and are expected to lead the line. Daniel James is a disciplined and energetic player that presses defenders in their own half and tracks back when United doesn't have possession of the ball. This will be important against City, who plays prominently possession-based football. Last time out, Solskjaer opted for a diamond in midfield against Everton, with playing Nemanja Matic in the deep-lying midfield role, flanked by box-to-box midfielders Fred and the returning Scott McTominay, and Fernandes in the number 10 role. Just when Harry Maguire and his defensive unit start to string a few clean sheets together, David De Gea made a terrible blunder at Goodison Park last week, Sunday, that cost 2 points. De Gea took too much time with the ball at his feet, and when he decided to kick it in, he was closed down by informed striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin, which resulted in the Spaniard having to pick the ball out of his own net and hold his hand up to apologize to his teammates. The Spanish number 1 will want to redeem himself and the careless mistake by emulating his performance in the last time he played City, keeping a clean sheet with crucial saves and constantly finding the attackers with well-distributed balls from the back. Manchester City marched on last weekend in a game that was more of a contest than first anticipated against Aston Villa at Wembley to lift their 7th trophy out of 8 that are available to English teams. Guardiola tinkered with his team's tactics and played Phil Foden in a wider role than he is used to, and he excelled. Go back a few days earlier than that where he similarly played Gabriel Jesus in a wide role, and he put in a hard-working shift and also excelled above expectation. Aymeric Laporte and Leroy Sane are the only players unavailable due to injury for City. Sane's absence has been filled by Algerian Riyad Mahrez, but Laporte is the linchpin that cannot seem to be replaced. Guardiola has found it difficult without the Frenchman, who brings calm and composure that allows his team to play out from the back. John Stones and Nicolas Otamendi are not capable of playing at the same level as Laporte, so midfielder Fernandinho has been drafted in that position for this season. These defenders have you feeling that as a striker you always have a sniff and that they are bound to make mistakes. This is the biggest factor to City failing to compete with Liverpool this season and find themselves 20-odd points behind the log leaders. However, they have netted a league-high 68 goals that have helped them outscore teams. City has some of the best midfielders in the world who dictate the flow of the match, much like Barcelona's midfield. As an opposition player, you have to get on their toes as quickly as possible and not allow them too much time on the ball. If not, this is when they start running havoc and making top-class teams look silly. Sergio Aguero will be hoping to score against United for the 10th time in his career, but the player to watch and the favorite contender for man of the match will be De Bruyne. Jesus has featured more often in recent games and will be called upon to get the job done if needed. The Brazilian striker has scored important match-winning goals against Leicester City and Real Madrid in recent games. Unless these teams draw each other again in the FA Cup, it will also be David Silva's last Manchester derby. Manchester City has netted 68 times this season in the league, topping the charts for goals scored. United have struggled in that department for large parts of the campaign, managing 26 less than their rivals. On the other hand, United have conceded only 2 goals in their last 8 in all competitions, while scoring 19 in that time. United have won 2 of the 3 games so far, winning both of their trips to the Etihad in the league and Carabao Cup semi-final second leg. City, however, won the first leg away from home, which ultimately proved enough to win the tie, and will be looking to continue their fine run at their rivals this weekend. In that first leg, the referee was Mike Dean, and the world-born referee will again be in charge on Sunday to lead the sides out at Old Trafford. It will be Dean's 6th Manchester derby, where he has handed out 25 yellow cards and 1 red card to Paul Scholes in the 2011 FA Cup semi-final in his previous 5 games. He has awarded 1 penalty in those fixtures. United are playing much better compared to a month ago. Key players are returning to fitness after bouts of injury, but this Manchester City team are near unstoppable. Expect United to fight hard and win more of the midfield battles compared to previous meetings, but the visitors have too much class in their ranks. Subscribe to Football Notes for more entertaining and educative videos. Thanks.